Good morning, guys. It is Friday, December 15th, 2023. This is Bathrobe Business. I'm George Yoganov. I got my coffee. Let's jump straight into the news. So today's video is going to be entirely about the Federal Reserve and interest rates. I did not have a video yesterday. Unfortunately, work was just simply too busy, so I couldn't produce one. But I'm going to talk about it in depth today, and I'm going to respond to the fact that I have no idea how the market is reacting the way it is, because not only did Chairman Powell not say he was going to cut interest rates, today there was an additional story from Fed President John Williams that he is not planning to cut interest rates unless the economy progresses in the direction that they planned. So I posted a link to Jerome Powell's speech in this video because people really need to hear what he is saying. If you turn on CNBC, Bloomberg, Forbes, everybody is talking about how, yay, the long winter is over. Jerome Powell is going to be cutting interest rates. It's a new day. The market rallied like 400 points. The NASDAQ hit a new record high that it wasn't expected to hit until next year. Gold prices fell. Everybody partied in the streets when literally Jerome Powell did not say he was going to be cutting interest rates. He said he may cut interest rates if the economy continues to improve and inflation continues to go down. He said that because inflation has been proceeding, the current interest rate has been working, and their strategy has been working. And if it proceeds, they are willing to cut 3 times in 2024 and then again in 2025. That's all he said. Now, those that watch this channel regularly will say, well, you're a bit of a hawk. You kept saying that he is not going to cut interest rates because inflation is too high. So you're just standing your ground. This is the hill you die on. You don't want to admit you're wrong. Okay, fair. Let's take that opinion. However, I'm going to report on all the reasons I think that the Fed is not going to be cutting interest rates anytime soon, and tell me if I'm wrong. So these are mostly stories I've reported to you guys over the last few weeks. CPI is up 3.1%. Jobs beat estimates. There were only supposed to be 190,000 jobs created. There was 199,000 jobs created in the recent jobs report. Insurance premiums are up across the board. This is from car insurance to health insurance to dental insurance to pet insurance. There is not a single premium that has not gone up. Home prices are up 3.7% from compared to last year. So November to November of last year, home prices are up 3.7%. In spite of the high interest rates, in spite of the fact that people are not selling, home prices have still gone up. Core CPI is up 0.3%. That's a big one. So the difference between core CPI and CPI data is the core CPI is considered to be a little bit more refined. It's a bit more based on service industry. It's less concerned with day-to-day costs like eggs and milk and things like that because those things can vary with supply chains. But core CPI is up 0.3%. So that's going to mean mostly wages and mostly cost of services. So any kind of service or product that you buy that isn't tied to production lines. So dentists, doctors, HVAC guys, all this is up. Unemployment fell from 3.9 to 3.7%, and retail sales beat estimates. Remember, they were expecting a dark retail day, that Black Friday was going to be a dud, that Cyber Monday was not going to happen. Sales were up 0.3%. So by every measure and every statistic, the economy is not slow. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm simply saying that there is no evidence that Jerome Powell is going to be cutting interest rates because there is still plenty of room for the economy to deflate before he considers cutting interest rates. So again, I posted both the Jerome Powell speech and today's speech from Fed President John Williams, where he literally just reiterates, yeah, we didn't say we're cutting interest rates. We just said that we may cut interest rates because our strategy seems to be working. So the reason I wanted to clear that up, because it seems like nobody is talking about it. Everybody is just talking about how great this is, interest rates are going to fall, and it's going to be a new day. We don't know that yet. So I would say, I would put money on the fact that they're not going to cut interest rates, because until I see these numbers improving, until I see inflation starting to fall, there is no guarantee that they will cut interest rates. They probably will maintain, but the only reason, and this is going to be a controversial take, the only reason they would cut interest rates, given the numbers we have just gone over, is entirely political. Because next year is a election year, and the economy is one of Biden's biggest issues. And if the economy is not improving, if wages are, not, I should say inflation numbers are not improving, and they're putting pressure on Jerome Powell to cut the interest rate, that would be the only feasible solution of why they would be cutting interest rates, is that they're getting political pressure. Outside of that, if these numbers maintain, which I think they're going to maintain for a few more months, I don't see that this is going to cut inflation rates at all. It just does not make any sense whatsoever. That's pretty much my rant. Like I said, I wanted this video to be mostly about inflation and mostly about interest rates because I felt like nothing else was being covered on it. So this video is going to be short and sweet, but I felt like it needed to be said. So I'll see you guys later. I'm going to work. I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you all back here on Monday. Thanks. Bye-bye.